Nations Rise and Falls Why. Name Nazir Tul Futter. Class Botany Department. College Rajbadi Gove College. Rajbadi, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Topic Nations Rise and Falls Why. Sayyid Abul Ala Maududi. The Divine Law of the Rise and Fall of Nations. Ladies and gentlemen, Allah, who has created this world and spread out with this earth and populated it with human beings, is not the being who acts rashly without design or purposes. He is not a whimsical lord, who reigns over the kingdom without any planning will. He has permanent laws, firm regulations and fixed rules by which he governs the universe. As the sun, the moon, the earth, the air, water, trees and animals are subject to his law, so are we human beings bound to his law, as our birth and death, our childhood, youth and old age, our respiration, our digestions and circulation of blood and our sickness and health are controlled by the definite and indiscriminate laws of Allah, so, in an exactly similar manner the ups and downs of our history, our rise and fall, our progress or decay, our personal prospects and the destiny of our nations or country are controlled by the same destiny of our nation or country are controlled by the same unavoidable and indiscriminate law of Allah. If it is not possible for a man to breathe through his eyes instead of his nose, if it is impossible for the heart to perform the functions of the stomach, then it is equally impossible that a nation, by adopting the path which warrants decline according to the divine law, can rise to glory. If the reaction of fire upon all people is indiscriminately the same, if it is not hot for one individual and cold for another, then evil deeds, which are evil deeds in the sight of divine law, also cannot cause the decline of one and the rise of another. The divine rules which govern the good or ill fortunate of a man cannot be alerted or evaded by human beings. The divine rules are neither inimical to nor in favor of a particular person. The first and the most important clause of the divine law is this: construction pleases Allah, destruction displeasure him. And master, it is his desire that his world should be managed in right order, that the world should be made a fairer place, that the resources, the powers and the capabilities endowed by him, Lord, should utilized in the best possible way. He most certainly does not like, nor can he be expected to like, that his world should be destroyed, devastated or spoiled with disorder, foul play or tyranny and oppression. In the eyes of Allah, only those candidates for management of the affairs of the world are approved for selection who possess constructive abilities of an extraordinary degree, and He entrusts to them the authority to manage the affairs. Islamic Way of Life, Sayyid Abul Ala Maududi. Name Nazir Tul Futter. Class Botany Department. College Rajbadi Gove College. Rajbadi, Dhaka, Bangladesh. Topic Islamic Way of Life. Basic postulates. Before assigning to man the vicegerency on the earth, God made it explicitly clear to him that He, God, alone is the Lord, the ruler, the deity. As such, the entire universe and all the creatures in it, including man, must submit to Him alone. Man must not think himself totally free and should know that this earth is not his permanent abode. He has been made to live upon it only during the period of his probation. The only right course for man is to acknowledge Him as the only Lord, the Sustainer and the Deity, and to follow His guidance and His commands in all walks of life. Man just live this life with the realization that he is to be judged, and his sole objective should be to merit the pleasure of Allah so as to emerge successful in the final test. Conduct which is contrary to this would lead man astray. If man follows the course of piety and godliness, which he is free to choose and follow, he will succeed in this world and in the next. In this world he will live a life of peace and contentments, and in the hereafter he will live a life of peace in heaven of eternal bliss, Al-Jannah. And if he chooses to follow the other course, i.e., that of godliness and evil, which he is equally free to choose and follow, his life will be one of corruption, disruption and frustration in this world, and he will meet colossal misfortunate in the life to come, that abode of pain and misery which is called hell.